What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing a good old-fashioned Q&A. Let's get into it. Every so often I try to do a chill Q&A where I just get to know you guys, you get to know me a little better. It's kind of just hanging out, having fun. The channel grows pretty consistently, so it's really hard to sometimes get back to people's comments, and this is a good way for you guys to interact with me. Let's kick this thing off, shall we? What's your favorite effect to do with Davinci Resolve? It's gonna come down to two. I love doing masking, is definitely the first one. It's a very simple effect, but it can be so impactful on your footage, especially if it goes unnoticed. I love when an effect goes unnoticed. That means you've done your job really well. Unless you're doing my favorite second effect, which is going to stand out and just push things over the top, and that's got to be the neon glow-on draw effect. I absolutely love that. That was probably one of my first Davinci Resolve tutorials I did a while back that started blowing up on the YouTube channel. If you guys have not seen that one, I'll link it up here in the description below as well. It's a really good tutorial. It's done in Davinci Resolve 16, but it'll work just the same in 17. It's a really good effect. If you guys have not seen that video, check it out. You will learn a lot. Favorite camera lens and combo for commercial work sub $3,000. I'm gonna say probably the Blackmagic Pocket 6K. Now, before everyone starts freaking out and they're like, you gotta add more to it, I'm aware, but that camera is about $2,000. Lens pairing that, probably if it's your first lens and you need an all-around good lens, I'm gonna suggest a Sigma 16-35. That's what I'm shooting with right now. It's a solid lens. It's about 700 bucks. Sometimes you can get it a little bit less, like used, or you can catch it on sale through B&H. So keep an eye out for that if you are looking for that lens. It's a really good combo. And then you got a couple $100 on the side that you can start piecing the camera out and rigging it out a little bit more. Of course, it's not autofocus and it does have its drawbacks, but for a sub $3,000 setup, the Blackmagic Pocket 6K with the 16-35 Sigma lens 1.8 is a solid setup, and I would recommend that almost to every filmmaker. What is the first place you'd like to go once we can travel again? Dear God, I hope we can travel soon. There's a whole bunch of places I want to go to. Honestly, I'm excited to get back to LA, and I'm excited to get back to Massachusetts. I've got a couple awesome friends out there. I've got Armando out in LA. I'd love to collab with him again. And then of course, out in Massachusetts, I've got Burt Cullinane, Jason Now What. I could meet up with Cody. He's not too far from there. We met in New York City last time and had a blast. Those are some places I would definitely want to hit first. If we're talking a big trip, I would love to go to New Zealand. Their landscape is gorgeous. I've wanted to go there for a long time, but first couple places I'd go to when I have able to travel would probably be LA or Massachusetts. How do you keep the beard looking so good? Honestly, my beard is a little out of hand right now. It needs to be trimmed down and groomed just a little bit. In all seriousness, I look like a 12-year-old with tattoos without facial hair, so I just kind of rock the beard. Are you editing any films? As of this point, no. Aside from YouTube videos, tutorials, we'll just talk about it here. I may be working on a couple courses that's going to be releasing later this year, but you didn't hear that from me. I mean, you did hear it from me, but you didn't hear it from me. I've got bigger stuff planned and in the works. I just got done with a massive commercial at the end of the year, so it kind of took over everything, and I needed a little bit of a break to not take on a massive other project. As a lot of you guys know, and some of you may not know, I do freelance and YouTube stuff, so sometimes those jobs take over, and that's why sometimes the channel may suffer or back and forth because I got to pay the bills. It is what it is. I do have some bigger stuff that will be coming on the channel. I want to do a couple more short films, and I'm excited for them. I'm waiting for the right time. The COVID stuff kind of put some snags on things, and I was kind of hoping to be able to start some things by now. So they will be coming, but as of the moment right now, I'm not working on anything other than pre-production. How does one determine rates as a freelancer? That is a great question. So there's a couple different ways to do it, and obviously I can't dive into everything right now. I did do a video a while back, a shameless plug. I'll link it up here in the description below, where I actually gave Burt Cullinane and Cody Warner a small budget and had them break it down, and then I also explained some things. It's really good knowledge. It's an older video, but it's still got great information. It's really going to come down to two things. Are you paid by the hour, or are you paid by day or half day rate? I kind of suggest go by day rate or half day rate. And the best way to go about it is start calling around, especially if you're new. If you're new and looking to get kind of an idea of how much you should be charging, call around to other places that are in the same industry and try to figure out how much they're charging for their day rate. If you've got other friends in freelance filmmaking, kind of find out from them. Some people may not want to indulge in that information, but if some do, it kind of gives you in the right ballpark. You're going for kind of something you feel comfortable with. Let's say it's 500, 800, 1,000, whatever it is for full day's rate. And then you set that if you want it to be an 8-hour day rate, or if you want it to be an industry standard, which would be a 12-hour day, would be a full day rate. And then whatever it is, let's say it's 1,000. Then if you're doing a half day rate and it's only a 6-hour shoot and they're hiring you for that, you know to charge $600. That's basically what you're going for. Don't price gouge people. And of course, it's gonna change as you grow. If you're just starting off, you're probably gonna wanna be a little bit lower than what the going rate is. That way you can kind of start accumulating work. But as you start building up, accumulating gear, experience, then you can start raising your rates and people won't be freaking out because it's just a little bit at a time as you're kind of growing. That's all the questions for me today, guys. I just wanted to do a little quick Q&A hangout, just chilling, having fun. If you guys are new here, subscribe, ring the bell, like the video, comment, send a postcard by pigeon. You guys are amazing. I'm the Iron Giant. I'll see you next time. Peace.